Everyone, welcome to my channel. My channel's about how this single mum, single granny has gained her value back and self-respect back for herself. But today's video is about financial stability. The biggest worry for a mum who's just become a single mum is finances after the heartbreak. That's the next big problem. And I suggest to you that you don't stick your head in the sand. Don't hide those bills. They won't go away. It'll only get harder for you. Face them and contact all the people that you owe money to straight away, all your debts. I always suggest you contact a qualified debt advisor, a charity. Stepchange and the Citizens Advice Bureau are top on my list. So here we are. We're a single mum, and what can we do to help ourselves? Well, we can get a notepad and a pen, and we can write down all the money coming in, or perhaps there's no money coming in, and all the bills going out. And if we use the form on Stepchange, it's a financial statement form of income and expenditure. That is excellent for working out your budget, for showing how much money you've got coming in and going out and what you're left with. And you've even got room for haircuts and hobbies in this statement. So it's not all gloom and doom. And you keep a copy of that statement. So go to Stepchange, get on your little computer and find that form and go through it. That'll help you. And as I said before, it'll also show you what bills you must pay, otherwise you could lose your house. And that is your mortgage, your rent, and also you can get into difficulties with the court over council tax. So here we sit then, and we've got no money coming in. First port of call, don't get stressed. Keep nice and calm. Make yourself a cup of tea. Have a nice chocolate biscuit. Get on your laptop and open a universal credit account. So if you can open an Amazon account, you know what to do, you can do the same. And you will be asked for ID. It's the benefits site. It's called Universal Credit. It's one big benefit now, and you get money for living costs for your children, for you. You get your housing benefit through that now. You also can contact your job coach, their work coach, their leave messages. It's all online. I find the job centre excellent. They will open up a lot of doors for you and put you in contact with the National Career Services, who will go through and make you realise you've got a lot of abilities and skills, and they will help you create a CV. So if you want to get a job, a part-time job, and earn some more money, that's the way to do it. And the National Career Service will phone you up. The job centre are linked up with them, and you'll get courses to go on, get your confidence up. We're all online. Some of them are now back in the real world. They introduce you to employers. I get invitations to go to Gatwick or Travel Lodge, lots of different, it builds your confidence up. So Universal Credit, first port of call, get your benefits sorted. They are paid monthly. So you're going to think to yourself, I haven't got any money now. Now what they do now, the Universal Credit, they will give you a loan, which they will take back out of your benefit at a small amount. So you will get a loan really quickly. So So universal credit, get onto universal credit. So the next thing, I've said about the financial statement. So you're doing your budget and you know who you owe money to. You know, now you know you've got your universal credit. You put that on your income, on your financial statement on the Stepchange site. So you go through and you think, oh my goodness me, I've got all these utility bills, gas, electricity, water. Nightmare, isn't it? So, when you are on a low income and on benefits, I know British Gas do this. Not all gas and electricity companies do, but you must have gas and electricity with the same company. British Gas do it. If you are also not well, you've been treated with depression, which can happen after a marriage breakdown. Don't be ashamed of it. Okay, you'll get better. But that medical evidence, you need that in writing. Okay, you give that to universal credit and you can give it to other people you owe money to. But why am I saying it now with regards to the utilities? Well, I know that British Gas does a warm house discount and there's a one-off payment of £140 into your British Gas account. I know other companies do it, but I'm not sure. And that helps with the winter bill. It's called the warm house discount. And I think also if you are ill, you can inform them. They don't normally ask for evidence, British Gas, but if you've got the evidence that you've been treated for depression, keep hold of that and make copies of it. Keep a digital copy. And if anyone wants it, you can send it off to them, just to get people off your back, especially if you owe money. Now, the South East Water people, they're very good, because if you are being treated with depression, and you are, I don't mean this in a condescending way, but you are a vulnerable person because you're not well. So if you go online and type vulnerable person, South East Water or British Gas, and I know South East Water will cap your water if you're metered. So they won't charge you above whatever amount. They'll lower it for you, and cap it means that you could use loads more water, but you won't pay any more than what they've fixed it at. And that's if you're ill and if you're a vulnerable person. So that's another way you can save money on your utilities. Also, don't run 4 TVs in the home. Turn the lights off. Do washing up at one time during the day. Have showers. All these things add up. You know, you take care of the pennies, you take care of the pounds. So, next one is the council tax, because you'll get lots of letters from them. You won't forget them. You can go onto their website, Wealden I'm talking about, and register single occupancy, because you're the only adult now in the household. You will automatically get a 25% discount off your council bill. If you're on benefits, you can get anywhere from 60 to 80% with Wealden. So if you are on universal credit, most likely you'll get 80. If you've got real problems and you can't afford that, then contact them and they may give you 100%. I know in the past Eastbourne used to give 100%. So get on to the council tax and back it up. What you say to them over the phone, get the person's name. So if you ring them up and speak to someone, ask them what their name is, and then ask them also what their email is, and send them an email saying, hello, I spoke to, Jim Bob today about claiming single occupancy and informing them of my financial situation. And you can also attach that handy financial statement that you are creating on the Stepchange. You can print that, save a copy in your computer, and email it off. So that's very handy with the council there. And chase them if you don't get they come in, the letter comes in and you haven't got, you're being charged a full amount. Don't start getting stressed and crying. I know what it's like. It's very hard, but chase them up. Phone them up again. Email them again. It will be sorted. They're pretty good. They will be sorted. So that's utilities, council tax. Oh, yes. Through the council, the, Chancellor this year has given money to the local authorities to give rebates to the council, for your council tax bill. So if you're on benefits, universal credit, low income, you're eligible for £150 paid from the government to the council into your bank account. Now, if you're paying by direct debit, that should have gone through by now. If you're not paying by direct debit, you'll get a letter with a password or code, and you have to upload your passport, your ID, and then you will be paid, and your bank details, then you will be paid £150. So get on to that if you haven't heard anything about it. Also, what else was I going to say about the council tax? Oh yes, there's some more money coming from the Chancellor to the council. I think about £1,200 low incomes are going to get to help with the increase in the living costs, mostly due to the high energy bills, and that has had a knock-on effect with food. So now the big one, debts. Do you owe money? So on your financial statement, you'll be asked who you owe the money to. So find out, ring them up, ask them how much you owe. Use the Citizens Advice Bureau or Stepchange. I'd personally go to the Citizens Advice Bureau. Let's call them CAB. It's easier for me to say. They will contact them for you if you are so stressed and you can't cope with it, or they will give you the letter templates to send off with your details of how much you owe and what you want the credit people to do. So if you've got credit card bills coming in with lots and lots, whopping lots of interest on them because you're getting behind, you need to deal with that. You need to say, please stop putting interest on. I can't afford it. I offer you £2 a month. Here's my financial statement, that handy piece of paper again that you're doing on the Stepchange that I've mentioned. Send them that. If you are being treated for depression, get a letter, medical evidence off your doctor. You want evidence all the time, folks. Send that off to each of the credit cards or the banks that you owe money to. They will deal with you. They will put you in with a specialist team, and they are very supportive. I can say that from experience. So get on to that. Now, if your situation goes on for a long time, chances are your debt will go to default. I also know there's something called a breathing space that you can ask them to give you a certain amount of time leeway, a bit of a holiday. But I think you can only ask for one of those, but I'm not sure, sorry. I haven't got any experience of that, but that's something you need to look into. But the Citizens Advice Bureau will point you in the right direction with regards to that. So you've contacted all your debts. You're now paying them an amount that you can afford. That can be £1 or £2 a month. You've sent them evidence. You've sent them the financial statement, and they'll be contacting you. You know, you'll be with a specialist team, and you should be given a direct number. You can say to them as well, if you're ill with depression, you put it in writing, everything backed up with writing, please, with an email saying that I am too ill with depression and I can't cope with phone calls. Can we do everything by written correspondence? Okay, they must stick to that. They must stick to that. Otherwise, they can get in trouble with the courts. Okay, if you're being treated, if you're with depression and you're ill, they must adhere to your wishes. So you might want the Citizens Advice Bureau to ring up if you are really ill. So ask them about that. So what else is there? Budgeting, things you can do yourself. So you've been getting help with all the big tricky debts that you need professional advice to sort out, and help from other people. You know, don't be scared to ask for help from other people. We all need it at times, but you can do something for yourself. You can look at certain household expenses that you can control yourself. So if your food bill, look at what you buy in your trolley. Try not to buy ready-made meals. Cut back on sweets. Learn to cook. Italian recipes are brilliant for feeding a family. My children often say they were brought up on 1,000 ways to eat pasta. So, you know, look at what you're cooking. Cook whole foods and steer clear of lots of takeaways and things like that, you know, and ready-made meals, and you'll save yourself a fortune. Another thing that you might find hard to do, and it is hard, is smoking. How can you reduce that expense right at the moment? You might need professional help from the doctor if you make a decision to give up smoking, and you will be better off financially and health-wise as well. Drinking alcohol. You know, in moderation it's fine, but I know going through a divorce, you can use that as some sort of support mechanism. But, you know, hopefully, if you're going to the Citizens Advice Bureau and you're asking help from people, get the stress levels down, don't hide the debts. You will find you won't need to resort to you know, alcohol and smoking too much. And I'm not being judgmental. I know, you know, I know myself. So also another thing you can do is get rid of contracts. You know, don't sign yourself up for a 2-year contract. You want the money in your bank. Yeah, we all like to have a spend up, but we're giving our money away, and giffgaff do brilliant deals. You can cancel them anytime if you're really short of money. You know, but for £8 you get unlimited texts and calls and 3 gigabytes of, excuse me folks, internet. So you look at your Wi-Fi bill. Is that a good bargain? Can you get something else? One of my friends, Kaylee, she got a brilliant deal for me. Vodafone, and £4 cheaper, and I got a £90 Amazon voucher which I used to buy a nice rug. So look at your car. Can you downscale your car to something more economical, or get rid of your car and walk and get healthy? You'd be saving yourself a fortune, especially with the price of petrol. Shop around for your car insurance as well. You'd be surprised the deals you get that you can save money. So saying that, my main takeaway from this video, it's gone on a bit, sorry folks, is get financial stability. Get help from professionals like Citizen Advice Bureau, Stepchange. The job centre can help you as well with getting a job when you can work. Oh yes, I forgot this. If you've got children, I forget what age it is, but you can get vouchers to pay for nursery school if they're preschool. So if you want to work, there's that there, mums, if you have got children. I understand it. We didn't have that in my day, so it's difficult if you haven't got anyone to look after the children. Work part-time so you can be at home with your children. And also, sorry, I'm waffling on again, learn to save money. As I'm putting on, even if it's £2 away a week, learn to save. And charity shops, absolutely brilliant. Let's lighten the mood here. Look what I got. Couple of pounds, a Habitat jug. So I wish you well. I hope I haven't waffled on too much, and I hope this has been useful. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and if you know anything more than you know about anything I've left out, or you think, well, I know this and you can get help here, just let me know. But the idea is for you to get financial stability, to be independent, and to get back into the workforce and improve your financial life and never be left in a situation like that. Be independent, women, control your own finances and have your own bank account or cash in your wallet, whatever you are. So I wish you well. You will get there. And it'll give you a lot of skills for a job as well. Being a mum and a single mum, you're worth employing to an employer. So look after yourself. Like and subscribe, ding dong the bell. Bye for now.